Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 3DO Experience, the 3DO Retrospective Podcast, where we talk about all things 3DO, the company, the console, and everything in between. I am Bill, and this is Threk. How you doing, Threk?
I'm hungry, Bill. How are you?
I'm tired, but that's normal for me.
Yeah, we're always sleepy.
Yeah. We have a guest for this episode as well.
Yes, we do. Making their second attempt, but first successful try to the 3DO Experience. It is the Gabagoo half of Fine Time. It is not Rich from Review Tech USA. He's not that bad. It's Steve. How you doing, Steve?
I was doing fine until I was being compared to Review Tech USA. That's kind of rude right out the gate.
Didn't he?
You're better than I said. I said you're better than him. Okay.
I got to defend against these wild allegations.
Well, we know it's not Rich because there isn't like random chickens, and he's not hitting a soundboard every 3 seconds.
You're not shirtless, rubbing your nipples with a giant chicken statue.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even know where to get one.
That's okay.
Didn't he like nuke all of his channels anyways?
Yeah. Well, he has a new channel. I think it's called Rich Tomorrow or something, where it's just like what he was doing before anyways.
All right.
I don't know. Who cares?
I stopped caring after he stopped talking about his like stalker and like gym stories. So
yeah, he was getting skinny for a while, and then that just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Anyway, Steve, we're glad to have you on. As we've mentioned before, we tried to have you on when Dre was on talking about the pornographic 3DO games, but we were having technical difficulties, so that is why you weren't.
No, you weren't. I was having technical difficulties.
It was a collective thing. I think we were all responsible for that. But since you're here now, do you want us to do you want to give your thoughts on the porn games?
They sure were, Threk. They sure were.
Games is a strong word.
I mean, they existed, and I think you guys didn't give enough credit to Blonde Justice, but
oh well, now's your chance. Give credit to Blonde Justice.
I just did. I mean,
that's all you got.
I think it was the unsung heroine of the package, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, I gave mine keys at the edge just because it was a game, but
I was intrigued by Blonde Justice, but the way it was edited, I couldn't follow along with the plot.
There was a plot?
The plot?
There was an attempt at a plot.
You're concerned about the plot of something called Blonde Justice?
Yes, I was. That's what I'm here for. I read the articles.
Okay, we all read the articles, but
Anyways, just sticking around, Steve. It's great to have you here. Before we get into the news and the game this week, do you have any past experience with the Panasonic 3DO?
Okay, East Coast time. The only time I saw a 3DO, well, it was relevant, was The Wiz. It wasn't just a store they made up on Seinfeld. This was a real store with real electronics in there. Now, what was notable about this 3DO is that it was the only video game console they had hooked up that never worked. So I did not get to play this 3DO.
Was it a Gold Star variant?
I couldn't tell you, but
okay.
They had all these other systems. I'd even go to the one in the city and play Star Fox on a big ass screen. Steve, that's a terrible idea. Why would you? It's probably running at like 15 frames a second. It looked cool in 1993. Okay, don't take that away.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Playing Star Fox back then was fine.
It still is now, but I mean, those big screens, they don't really hold up that well, or even back then.
Oh, like those old like rear projection ones?
Yeah.
Oh, I do not like those screens at all.
But at the time, I mean, you had to be there.
Oh, I've seen them. Trust me. I somehow was able to help move one through a house. Don't ask me how I did that.
I think I finally got to play a 3DO back when stores called Play and Trade opened here, and one landed there for an afternoon or so. Some kind of FMV game was running. It wasn't Gex. Because Gex, I feel like, is attached to every 3DO I've ever seen on eBay.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the game.
Yeah.
Even though it got ported to PlayStation and Saturn, so.
See, that's the thing. I played things that moved on to everything else, but never on the 3DO. And then most recently, I was at Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. They had a 3DO running Gex, and I played it there. And that's the extent of my experience. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. There was this one rich friend who had the 3DO and the Neo Geo and the FM Towns Marty, and I couldn't read the stuff.
Are you talking about someone specifically?
No.
Okay.
I just know people like to embellish on the internet.
Yeah. You do love the FM Towns Marty. You bring it up all the time.
It's just a funny name for a system.
It is a funny name. Yeah.
And similar to the 3DO, it was known for porn games in Japan.
Yeah, when I was trying to play porn games on the show, I think that was the most 3DO I've ever done in one shot.
That's fair enough. Oh, man.
I'm glad that was your one shot. So yeah, before we get into the game this week, which is Fatty, we're going to talk about both Fatty Bear games.
There's not much to the other ones. So
yeah,
there's not really much to both, but that's besides the point.
But let's get into the news. I have a couple things here. First thing, put away the clown makeup, everybody. Silk Song is real. It got a real nice trailer with a release date of September 4th. I thought they were just going to shadow drop it, but no, they're giving us 2 weeks in advance.
Some Walmarts already have.
I've seen
the pictures. A couple Walmarts already have it on shelves. So.
$25, not a bad price for that thing. I wonder if the game's on the card for Switch 2 or not.
They're giving everyone 2 weeks because a lot of people still need to play the game. Did you see everyone all the players suddenly shoot up for Hollow Knight as soon as that was not?
Yeah, it reminds me of when Earthbound entered NSO or Nintendo Classics or whatever, and then all the comments were, "Oh, everybody, all the fans of this game finally get to play it." So,
which is rude to me because I've been a fan forever, but
I know.
Well, the best part about that was when Earthbound went on the Wii U store, the running.
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal. But the running joke everyone had was "Oh wow, the Earthbound fans are all buying it legally for the first time."
They weren't buying it illegally.
No, they were playing.
No,
they were playing.
Nobody be that stupid.
We what's the euphemism we use on our show? They were borrowing it.
Yeah, borrowing's a good word for that. But yeah, it looks cool. I've tried playing Hollow Knight. It doesn't really do it for me as much as I like Metroidvanias or search action games or whatever the hell you want to call them.
I'm a guest. You call it what you want.
Yeah, that's fine. I've never understood Hollow Knight's appeal. It has nice graphics. It's dark. It has a bit of a story. All that stuff is fine and dandy. But when I played it, I'm just I don't know. It just, to me, it didn't really have the sauce. Now, granted, I didn't get super far into it. So, my opinion may not be the most accurate, but, it's fine. But when people say, oh, it's the best one ever, I'm like, I just don't know if I don't know if I jive with that, I
still take so much shit from Kevin because fairly early on in our lifespan, he made us play the game. I'm like, this ain't it, Kevin.
I want to try it again. I do. It's been sitting on Game Pass forever. So
I bought it on sale on Switch, gave it an honest try, and I was like, I'm not great at hard games, and I was kind of just nah, not for me.
Yeah, also it's two Souls-like as well. It's just Souls-like almost feels like a fucking epidemic. There's just way too many of it. It can work, but I just think too many people are trying it just because it's the fad thing to do,
Well, now I'm at the point where I'm not every game needs to be impossible hard.
No. There's balance.
Yeah, it's called Tales of Iron. The only game Steve Platinum done is PS5, but not everyone can be that.
Well, good job for Steve. Tell Steve good job. So
yeah, I think you might know.
All right. Next thing I saw was so I don't know if you guys know, but they've been working on the next Skate, right? Not really Skate 4, just Skate. It's a live action thing, and it has an early access release date now for September 16th. I know people love the Skate games. I've played maybe 5 minutes of Skate back in the 360 days. I was always more of a Tony Hawk guy, but people do love these games. I'm glad to see EA is bringing it back, but they couldn't help themselves They had to make it a goddamn live service. So
course.
it's gonna be filled with microtransactions, and it's like, oh, you want those cool pants? Give us like $2, real bucks to give you the cool pants, And it's one of those things where it could be successful. It genuinely could be, but I don't know. Steve, you a skate guy?
No, but this just sounds like they don't have enough faith in it to let it stand on its own. Like,
Yeah, I can
we'll
see that.
squeeze the 1 or 2 skate fans that are still left of their money, and then skate wasn't a success. Back to Madden.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to live service Madden, because
Why
I think that would go over like well, but why I think they haven't is because they wouldn't get the $70 every year from people who just do it.
Why do I feel like the only reason they're re-releasing Skate is because the Pro Skater like re-releases have been very successful?
I think that's when the skate revival started, is when 1 and 2 got announced and everyone was really hyped for it.
Because the Pro Skater 3 and 4 remaster I heard was really good, and
it is really good. It's fantastic.
I just can't get over all the how CKY is relevant again because of that game.
But it's not the original version of the song; it's a re-recording. I think they don't own the master or something. I forget. I forget the whole. I mean, it sounds fine. It's still the same song.
Is it Duran? Well, because the lead singer and the band are in a bitter dispute right now, so now I'm wondering how is that accomplished?
Well, you can figure it out and let me know, because I didn't look too deep into it.
So it might not be CKY. It might be Duran Miller's.
I think they did credit.
Fake
I think
CKY.
I think they credit it to CKY. So I don't know the whole deal. I just know that when they announced they announced that Bam was there, they were like, well, we have to play the song, So they did. I don't know. But yeah, Skate, we'll see if how long it takes to flop, I guess. So speaking of flopping, I do you guys remember that Acclaim is back?
Yeah,
sure.
So today they announced that they're going to be doing a showcase next month. They announced that a showcase is going to take place on September 10th at 2:30 p.m. East Coast time. About what necessarily? It just says we're going to showcase the titles that will mark the beginning of a bold new era. We're not just back, we're leveling up. Ugh.
No, without Turok and Iggy's wrecking balls or not.
Iggy's wrecking balls. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is going to be, because like what we know Acclaim for is shit that they never owned anyway. And they're not going to bring back Legends of Wrestling. So, I mean, honestly, they very well could. I kind of hope they don't.
Yeah, because who owns Turok at this point? I don't even know.
Probably Night Dive, right?
Is it limited run?
Disney owned it at one point.
That's true.
Because they did that god awful like 20.
Who's? Oh wait. Isn't Embracer doing the new one?
Oh yeah, Embracer owns like all the weird shit now. I swear.
It might be Embracer.
Of course it is.
Yeah, they own everything as well as bankruptcy. So yeah.
I
will be watching this Acclaim show just because I am like, what the fuck are they gonna have? Like, I need to see this. And they've emphasized that like Jeff Jarrett is there, former pro wrestling guy, Jeff Jarrett. So I don't know how much you.
This is like.
Well, Steve, I don't know how much of a pro wrestling guy you are, so I didn't want to get like deep into terminology. Okay. But yeah, like I find it funny that he's involved with this.
This is like when like the first Bubsy revival attempt, and they're like, Accolade's back, guys. Accolade, you remember them? And it's like, no one needs to remember Accolade.
Yeah, and now they're bringing it back again because why not?
Well, because how do you do, fellow kids? Like that's. I mean,
I don't know. I'm worried about that game. I don't think it looks terrible, but like the other game that company did was a Demon Turf, got like high 60s, low 70s. But I'm like, if we're in that territory for Bubsy 4D, I think it'll be the best game in the series.
I'm just still infuriated by the freaking remaster giving 3D proper controls and me just staring at that going like.
I gotta say that was the only reason why got on my ass and really rushed through it at that point. Like, well, if I really let the month lapse and then play it on fine time later, then everyone's gonna hold over my. But you didn't play it the real way, Steve, with digital controls.
Honestly, you would have been just fine. I wouldn't have given you shit for playing it that way.
Yeah.
Oh god, that game is a nightmare.
It is.
Oh god. Speaking of nightmares, the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, they are not cowards. I said they would be cowards if they didn't do this, but they are not cowards. Mythology Sub-Zero and Special Forces are coming to the fucking collection. Thank God. I think that's everything. I think they announced like that was like the last 2 games they were saving. So if you go online now, you can see like what the whole collection is coming with as far as games are concerned. And yeah, it's basically like the entire like pre-Deadly Alliance era. Really.
Yeah, the only
like,
oddity is the Game Boy Advance games are the only ones that are a bit odd.
yeah, they're a bit newer, but again, I think it's a good thing that they're there because they've never gotten re-released ever. So it's cool to see. Like I'm trying to think. There's probably a couple of like console variations of certain games that aren't there. Like I would have liked the Dreamcast version of 4, MK.
Oh,
MK4.
Golden, yeah.
Yeah, Gold. I don't think we have the Game Boy Color version of MK4 either, which that would have been.
I
cool,
mean,
'cause that is a
it would have been
unique
cool.
version.
It would have been cool, but did we?
Yes, yes, we did.
Because Digital
That's what
folks made that one.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yes,
They did.
And as I've been saying,
The fatalities in that game are ridiculous.
yeah, and I've been saying, if you want to preserve games, you have to preserve all games, even the bad ones. Okay, we cannot cherry pick. We can't gatekeep. Okay, they have to be preserved.
I just can't wait for all these people to experience Special Forces for the first time.
Or mythologies as well. Oh
Well,
boy.
At least mythologies, you get the greatest cutscenes in video game history.
Yeah, I'm glad it's the PS1 version, so we actually get them.
Oh yeah, if they cheaped out on that, I would have been mad. That's the best part. That's the best part of that game.
They're like, oh, we can't put the PSX ROM in here. We have to put the N64 ROM in here. Like, why? That's harder to do.
I know.
I was gonna say that would have been sad. That's the version I rented like twice for some reason. Oh yeah, because of rental coupons. Because I'm like, yeah, we'll rent one good game in Mortal Kombat Mythologies. That's sitting here, I guess.
It's something. It's something, right? So yeah, that still doesn't have a solid release date. I've heard end of September all the way to the end of October is what I've heard in that time frame. So who knows? I'm buying it day one anyways, so I don't fucking care. I'm gonna go fucking nuts on this thing. I'm excited. Are you excited, Steve?
I'm not a big Mortal Kombat person, but with everything on here, I'm probably gonna get it near close to release too, depending on when it actually lands.
I've never been a fighting game guy, but Mortal Kombat's like one of like the 2 franchises I care about. So yeah, that's exciting. Are you excited, Bill?
Yeah, for the most part. I like the fact that they're all there. So
yeah. So and I'm really looking forward to all the documentary.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's mostly
like all the interviews, all the historical stuff. Yeah. I can't wait to see all that stuff. So let's see. This one, it's a bit of a rumor, but I thought it was cool because it has me excited. And that is the rumor that the next Forza Horizon game is going to be announced at the Tokyo Game Show, which is late September. And it was kind of leaked that the next place they're going to go to is Japan, because there was I think it was like a post on Instagram that went up, and I think it got deleted, of some dude from the Forza team taking pictures of like Japanese cars, like cars that are exclusive to Japan. So everyone was like, "Ooh, that's probably where they're going to go next." And if they're going to announce it at the Tokyo Game Show, I think that kind of makes all the sense in the world, right? So
they got to reference Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
That.
I think they would too. Forza would do that shit for sure. So who knows when it's even going to come out? Whenever, right? We'll worry about that when we get to it. But I'd be excited for that. The Horizon games are fantastic.
I'm just an old man, and I'm still wondering why we're referencing Tokyo Drift till today in 2025.
Because people like it now. It's actually considered one of the better ones.
It is one of the better Fast and the Furious movies, at least in my opinion.
I just remember going to that Ninja Turtles movie however long ago when they're in the garage, like, he's Tokyo drifting all around us. I'm like, okay, this has to be done by now, right?
Is that the Michael Bay one?
No, it was the Nickelodeon one where they rebooted it.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
It was very good.
Was
I
it?
trust you. I would trust you on that.
Again, he's humoring me on his own show.
I'm
I
not
mean,
humoring you. I promise.
It could be worse. They're resurrecting Paul Walker for the new ones, so
I don't know. To me, that's just ghastly.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So, let's see. We got two more things here, and that is another rumor that Nintendo's having a direct. Everybody, shocker.
how are they going to
yeah.
piss everyone off this time?
Yeah, for September. I find it so funny that VGC felt the need to post like a whole news article about like, oh, there's going to be a direct in September. I'm like, when hasn't there been? Like, it's been a long time since we haven't had a September direct, right? So I mean, they need to date Prime 4. They need to. It'll either be in the direct or like a week before they'll release a trailer with the date on it, just to clear it out of the way. I mean, I assume we're all thinking it's still going to hit this year. I don't see why it wouldn't.
I hope so.
With how much of that game they've shown now, I think it would be really silly if they booted it to next year.
It's not a secret that everyone, on Fine Time anyway, is itching for Metroid Prime 4.
As am I. It's a shame.
It might have to be its own show at this pace.
It's a shame they didn't bother to remaster 2 and 3 for Switch beforehand.
Yep.
Because I haven't played those two. I would really like to play them, but I mean there are other ways. But I wouldn't have minded booting up my Switch for those. So, but the last bit that's Nintendo related. This one was really interesting. This is from Digital Foundry talking about how a lot of companies are asking Nintendo for Switch 2 dev kits and are just not getting them. Like they're just not putting out dev kits for some reason. Like, and it's not even for necessarily like indie devs. Like even apparently some AAAs don't have Switch 2 dev kits at all. And it's a very weird thing, and people are trying to tinfoil hat and theorize what the heck they're doing, because they're just saying to the companies that don't, just like, oh, just make it on Switch and then you can backwards compat it on Switch too. It's like, well, that's kind of stupid. Like, why would you suggest that they do that? People have their own theories. The two theories I think that I have are they're trying to prevent like jailbreaking and modding getting out, so they're trying to restrict who gets the dev kits to people that they trust, because Nintendo's all about control. And then the other one I saw was that this could be a secret ploy of Nintendo to try to get the Switch 1 up to past PS2 numbers by just like, oh, just keep putting shit out on the Switch 1 to try to get it up to those numbers. It has about 7 mil to go, I think.
And then the Sony president will come out and go, look, we found another 10 million.
Yeah. I feel like I've been moving that post for a few years now.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
I just think it's Nintendo dropping the ball like usual. So
yeah, it comes off very arrogant, but it's like Nintendo. Nintendo's always arrogant,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something weird going on. It's not just arrogance, I think, because before they just charged too much for dev kits. I think there's probably some dumb tradition thing that is arrogant, but there's got to be something else.
Yeah, I mean, I just find it crazy that there are companies who are asking, and Nintendo's just like, oh, we don't have any. And it's like I can't think it's like a tariff thing. I can't imagine it's that. Or like, production line issues, because I feel like we would know about that,
It is 2025. We will blame everything on tariffs.
On market conditions. The two worst words I've heard ever,
I think it's
because they also raised the PS5 price due to market conditions as well, which is so ridiculous to me, These consoles should be like half the price they are now right now. That's what they should be.
When they raised the price, did they actually put games worth playing on it? No? Okay.
Before there was tariffs, the PS4 wasn't dropping in price, and that's why I have a PlayStation 5. Because why am I going to pay $400 for a PlayStation 4 when I can just pay another $100 or so and just keep going forward?
Yeah, I mean they were lowering the prices of the PS4 and Xbox One, but it wasn't like say back in the day when they're like, oh, you can get a GameCube for $100. It wasn't like that. I don't think we'll ever see those days again, unfortunately. But
I got my GameCube for $5.
hell yeah, I got
Because
mine
it
for
was
free.
because it was broken at a GameStop, and then I plugged it in at home and it worked fine.
Yeah, I love how that works, and it scares me that like the PS6 and whatever the next Xbox is going to be like 700 base or even more than that. It's going to be some stupid fucking price because they're not willing to like eat these consoles at a loss anymore. They just don't want to do it. So
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna sit here with my Switch 2 that I may or may not have paid too much for. I'm not gonna think about that, but for however long
you
that
didn't buy a
lasts.
scalped one, did you?
No,
Oh, thank goodness.
I did
You know?
really. I'm not going to go through all that again, but I did sit up for a while and make my reserve. It's
Yeah.
I bought it at retail.
Okay, I did listen to that episode of you and Dre talking about it. That was fun.
I think if it gets to that point, I'm just going to be a full blown retro gamer and just play this.
I don't have space
have-
for CRT. That's why I don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
I
have
got a bunch of retro systems in the closet. I just can't hook them up to anything.
Sorry,
Yeah.
this one's broken. It just lives here.
Yeah.
and that game in there isn't even what the game is.
Yeah, that game. That's a swapped cartridge. I got bamboozled at a flea market.
Yeah, I have my Series X down here, and that'll probably just be what I play on anything modern. But yeah, that's all the news. Was there any new Nintendo music?
No, well, I think they added more tracks to Kirby Forgotten Lands, but
You
Oh,
ruined the surprise.
They finished it finally. It took them
Yeah.
months.
Well, I'm not
well,
even
the rest-
sure that's new or not. I just kind of guessed because that was like the.
Well, it
was
has
appearing on my
62
home
tracks now, so
Oh,
Well, the DLC / upgrade version is coming out Thursday, so
oh yeah.
ah,
now they can be like, "Here's the rest."
But not the DLC tunes. You gotta wait on that.
I'm just sitting here going like Nintendo, like Earthbound soundtrack. When?
That oh please. Oh, it's one of my
I think
that's one of my
Toy owns a chunk
favorite.
of that. That's why they haven't done that yet. I don't know why they otherwise.
That might be
Probably.
why they've always been weird about the Mother series, because Itoy owns some of it, and then they have to give him money, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to give anybody money at all.
Nope.
Because I was thinking about it, like if Nintendo ever did the unthinkable, and that's release games on PC, they wouldn't do it on Steam, they wouldn't do it on any of the stores.
They make their
You'd ha-
own fucking app.
Yeah, you'd go to the My Nintendo store on your PC. They let you download a PC version through a launcher full of DRM and all this other bullshit. And if you tried to look at the files, it's just an executable, nothing else. And it would sell millions of copies.
You try to look at the you try to look at the files.
No, there's no files. It's just the executable, nothing else.
But no, this is Nintendo. You try to look, and it's actually set to be a prompt that removes System 32, and it's just like
because they don't know what that is.
it just bricks your.
Their
computer.
online still uses Windows 98, dude.
I mean, they barely know what online is. So
Yeah.
I've seen
I
how
mean,
the Switch store runs.
I mean, it's. I've heard the Switch 2
run
is
is incredible.
Have they
It
fixed it?
Yeah, I heard they fixed it. It's actually like an app now. It's not like a web page.
Switch 1 store was miserable. Even I hated using it, but
Yeah, I never liked
Switch
it.
2 store I use on purpose. It's great.
Okay, so it's a lot easier to find stuff, and it actually loads.
Yes, that's the important part. It actually loads.
Doesn't just randomly crash for no reason.
Well, we'll give them their flowers on that one, eh? So yeah, so that is all the news. So now we can get into the main course of the of this, which is Fatty Bear's birthday surprise, and Fatty Bear's fun pack. What's in that fun pack? Just stay tuned, kiddos. So these were some of the first Humongous Entertainment games, right?
I believe Putt Putt Joins the Parade was the first official game, and then this was the second game.
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah, and as far as
Really?
I know, these are the only two Fatty Bear games they ever made.
Yeah, Fatty Bear did not take off like Putt Putt did.
Oh,
No, and
and by
after playing it, I can see why.
Yeah, well, the thing is, so this is getting so. I grew up on Humongous games, so I have like a deep connection to most of these. The Humongous games were all kind of broken up based on age group. Like putt putt games were always like the ones for like the really young children. Freddy Fish was like slightly older. Pajama Sam was slightly older. Than Spy Fox was like the oldest group. Just in terms of like the puzzle solving and like kind of like the content in the games. The problem with Fatty Bear is basically on the same level as Putt Putt in terms of comprehension, and Putt Putt was just better. So
Yeah, I haven't played Putt Putt at all. So, like the most humongous entertainment games I ever played were all like the Backyard Sports series. But as far as like Freddy Fish, Pajama Sam, Spy, I haven't played any of those. So
I've played them all, and it's
yeah. So it's a bit of a hole for me in my gaming knowledge. What about you, Steve? Did you grow up on these?
This is how old Steve is. By the time I got a computer that would run a Humongous Entertainment game, I had a younger sister who would finally be allowed to start playing these games. And I would be mostly aged out of this sort of thing. I guess I'd be okay for Spy Fox, but by that point I was already borrowing things like Sierra point and clicks like King's Quest from the library. I wasn't playing no Spy Fox. You kidding me? but I'm familiar enough with the Humongous library that I'm not coming in here and being all, what do you mean Fatty Bear's birthday surprise isn't another 3DO porn game?
It's the title of a potential board game.
I'm familiar. I know what Fatty Bear is.
yeah.
Birthday surprise, right? Yeah.
You know what the funniest thing about Fatty Bear though is like he had one sort of two games, and he would still get referenced in like even like towards the end of like Humongous's first run. Like you would occasionally get a Fatty Bear reference. I'm like, wow, they still acknowledge that even though they did nothing with it.
It's almost like they're Alex Kidd, where they kind of gave up on it after a while, but they'll still like reference it here and there.
It's like how Nintendo sticks Discoon in the corner of things sometimes, that little yellow Famicom disc mascot.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll just see him on the shelf like, hey, there he is.
Yeah. Or you'll see I forget the name of that game, but it was like the Japanese only game where you're like the samurai. Was it Maramusa or something? Musa, whatever, and that like that guy will pop up.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, look at him. And you're like, what's that from? And then you look it up. You're like, oh, it's Japan only NES game. Oh, okay. Fuck that. Is it on the NSO? It probably
is.
I had a feeling. I don't know if I played it.
It was also on 3DS, but
yeah,
sure was. So this game initially released in 1993 before me and Thrak existed.
Don't make Steve feel too old now.
No, it's fine.
And was ported to 3DO the same year. Famously runs off of the Scum. The engine's name is literally called Scum.
Yes,
Scum
it stands for Script Creation Utility for Maniac Mansion.
Yes,
it was basically all of the like early LucasArts point and clicks ran off of this. So like your Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, your Full Throttles, your Day of the Tentacles, your Maniac Mansions, they all ran on this thing.
And every Humongous game, with the exception of the final Putt Putt and the final Pajama Sam, ran off of it.
Yeah.
Because I would totally know all about that. Like, wait a minute, this runs slightly differently. this game where I just click on things until we reach the end.
You're like, wait a minute, it loads slightly faster. What the fuck?
Yeah. So I guess for anyone who doesn't know what the deal with a Humongous adventure game is, you literally just click on shit and stuff happens. Like
it's very like, you know, baby game first point and click. I mean, that's what they were made to be, and I think something like Fatty Bear does succeed in that because it's not challenging at all. It's not like there's very little resistance, you know, and the puzzles they give you are rather simplistic to the point of puzzles could be a question mark. You know, but it's
goddamn key spawns in the fridge after you've looked in there.
Speaking of things just happening, full disclosure, I don't have a 3DO. Big shock. And I also
it's okay.
I also had to borrow this game to play on a pretend 3DO. And this game just fucking starts. Pardon the language. I was expecting like a tile screen or a click for a headlock because I'm like, okay, this is going to take a second to load because going back to the porn games, those took a second to load when I was loading those. I'm like, okay, I can look to the dog or something. Like, nope, it's loading up. Oh, but we're going to bed. Fatty Bear's got to make this cake. Oh man, we're playing the game. Oh geez,
Yeah,
yeah. Because me and Bill played it on Steam, the Steam port of this game, and it does have like the whole like humongous thing, like the famous jingle and everything right before it, and then the game just goes straight into it. Yeah, no title screen or anything.
You can tell it's one of their first games because it was before they were using like the hand drawn graphics for their games. It was still kind of using that weird pixelated look.
Yeah, it looks kind of strange compared to what they would do later.
Yeah, Freddy Fish was the first one to use the hand drawn style. Like the first 3 putt-putts, maybe 2. No, the first 2 putt-putts used the still use the old style look, and then Fatty Bear, of course.
Yeah, like I like also I think like Fatty Bear's design as a character just isn't that good. It's just a brown bear with red overalls.
I don't think he sounds very good either. I know he's supposed to sound soothing, but he sounds like he's not allowed to be half a mile within a school, park, or playground.
It's very ASMR. It gave me ASMR vibes. Like, I need to make a birthday cake.
Yeah,
for the birthday girl. Like, oh.
Oh no, you're covered in dirt. I'll have to bathe you. I'm like, okay.
I need to find this. No, go.
All this sugar.
The spare sugar is in the attic.
Eggs?
Why is it in the attic?
I don't know.
Oh god, I see why it didn't really latch on, because like Putt at least like has personality. You know, they're like he's a unique character with a unique concept, but like Fatty Bear isn't. He's just bland.
Yeah,
he's Winnie the Pooh with a few more brain cells.
Yeah. So
and not as fat.
Yeah. So one fun thing about these games is they actually randomize per playthrough. So like specific like items will appear in different places depending on the playthrough. Because you'll notice when you play this, there was a lot of rooms that were fucking useless. Like they didn't do anything.
Or like all the rooms that have like maybe one thing to do.
Does that carry over to the 3DO version too? Because I was not ambitious enough to start the loop over and see if that was the case in this version.
Oh, I only played it once. I didn't replay it. But when I played it, I took.
All right, you played on Steam. Sorry.
Yeah, but when I took my time to play it on Steam, I kind of like took my time and went through everything to see if I scraped it clean, as it were.
The 3DO version, from what I've read, is like identical. So.
There's a lot of things you're really not supposed to think about in these games. Like the plan was clearly to suffocate that poor dog until the kid's birthday.
Oh, that was another thing. I
didn't find it.
I love how the present like explodes, but it's from you clicking on it, which made me think like if you play through it again and don't click on it, does the dog never leave the package?
Okay, I did look this up. Apparently, if you go in the room when you go in the room a second time, because you do have to go to the kitchen more than once, the dog will come out of the box.
Okay. Thank you. I
was wondering that too, because I was like,
I got 2 dogs. I'm like, is Humongous really going to let the dog suffocate if you're that sadistic of a person?
Well, because I was like thinking about that. I'm like, can you like skip half the puzzles in this game by just not opening that box? Like,
yeah, because like the dog just like I mean, it makes sense. He just randomly shows up and does dog shit, just normal. But yeah, like the whole main thing is like, so it's almost like Toy Story, right? Where what's the girl's name? I forget.
Oh. Of all the notes I had down, I don't remember her name.
Kayla.
Okay, thank you, Wikipedia. Yeah, she goes to sleep, and then it just turns into Toy Story. Everybody just wakes up, and Fatty Bear's like, we have to be quiet so we don't wake the birthday girl. And
proceeds
everyone's like
to click on everything,
and everyone's like, Fatty Bear, get to the fucking kitchen! Fatty Bear, the dog's like everybody's shouting and yelling and causing a ruckus.
I want to make a sign. She screamed right next to her while she's sleeping.
Or like when if you go into the parents' room, they're like, oh, I need to be quiet. And for some reason they have a fucking cuckoo clock.
Yep. Did you turn the cuckoo clock? Did you turn it on and then just walk out? I did.
Or
I
you go,
was
or of course, like the main thing is when you go into the closet and then somehow you use like the giant like
why is there a
light.
trampoline in their closet?
Yeah, why is there maybe it's one of her gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, and then you use the extremely long line to like turn on the like the closet light bulb to like climb up, which says to me Fatty Bear weighs nothing.
Like
You
a
know?
stuffed animal.
Yeah, but somehow he's able to like turn a mixer, whatever, right? Yeah, and then you go into the basement. There's a laundry chute in the kitchen, in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Of
because
all places.
there's no way to get into the basement aside from the bulkhead outside. Like, because I
Yeah.
tried to find the other door. There's no other door.
No, you have to use the laundry chute to go down there, and then you find the key to get out. Or no, you don't find the key down there. You find the garage opener.
Yeah, the
Door
garage.
opener.
Because that's
Also,
where I keep my garage door opener and the laundry basket.
Yeah,
think-
because I always have it in my pocket
Yeah, and I left it in my
whenever I
pants,
need
but
it.
I also like how if you click on the washing machine, it just does all the laundry and then puts it right back in the thing like it was never washed. It's like,
Yeah, that's one thing I like about Humongous Entertainment games or certain point and click games where it'll just give you those random shit to click on to just be like, look at this funky thing that happens.
did you click
So
on the moon?
No, I didn't.
You
Does it
didn't
blow
click on
up?
the.
Does
No,
it blow up?
it talks to you. And it's like, be careful, Fatty Bear. You've got to finish this project before the night's over. I'm just like, okay. Thank you, Moon.
No, please, no.
Good idea, Mr. Room, but let's go bowling on the lawn.
Fuck that bowling game. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. I couldn't get a strike, and I
could
tried.
only ever get 7-10 splits or miss entirely.
I got a spare. That's the best I got. I was able to get a spare somehow.
I did like three. Like I think I finished like 3 squares. And I was like, fuck this. You
I
don't
feel
get
like
anything for
but I
doing
feel
it
like it's
anyways.
bullshit because I tried my best to line it up at the same spot every time, and it just randomly went different directions. Pissing me off, man.
I did enjoy going to the garden and watching that Christmas tree rocket into the sky multiple times. Like,
House is just haunted.
Yeah, basically, and it feels like all of it is just window dressing because there's just really nothing to the game. Like the whole game is you just have to find all of the various ingredients,
and
to-
most
to
of them
make
are
the
in the
cake.
kitchen.
Most
are
of them.
there.
Yeah. What's interesting is I forget where you click, but it actually gives you the recipe for the chocolatey chip birthday cake. With the idea of, oh, try it yourself. And I'm like, somebody has tried to make this cake before. I wonder how it went.
The manual probably has it tucked in there.
Oh yeah, probably, but it's also in the game as well, which is nice.
I also like
I'm
when
just
you
gonna
click on-
I'm just gonna leave my computer on while I can make a cake in the other room.
Yeah, that's
Also-
another thing. Like the parents are supposed to be, everyone's supposed to be asleep. It's like, oh, you could just keep making cakes all night if you want.
Yeah. So Steve, I gotta ask, did you fuck around with the head of lettuce?
I made a little weird little face. I tried.
I made
Oh,
an
it's just a potato head. I get it.
Yeah. I think we all made a weird little face.
I made an abomination. It is in the thumbnail for this episode.
I hope it's sitting next to the 3DO girl.
I forgot her. Shit, I gotta add her. I gotta add radio.
Fuck.
Anyways,
Yeah, so yeah, you just have to bake the cake. That's really all you got to do. And yeah, it's like, oh, sir, like for some reason this thing is in the garage. Like, why the fuck is it in the garage? Or like this thing's in the attic. Why the fuck is it in the attic? No explanation for that. Like it would have made more sense if they spread all of the ingredients throughout every room in the house and almost made every room almost like kind of like Seventh Guest, where they just make every room like a little puzzle for you to solve to get the thing to bring it back. Like that would have been a little bit more interesting, but they had to keep this toned down for 3-year-olds apparently. So we can't be doing that. Can't
Also,
be doing that shit.
what's going on in this house? They got rats and snakes living in their couch. like I mean,
I forgot about that.
what's going on there.
You don't want to know.
There's that piano too in the living room, and you think
Oh,
that's
you can-
important for something, but no.
You can play it like they give
Yeah.
you like you can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star if you want, and then
We don't have time for that. We got to make this cake before we think about the rest of this game.
hey, I want some music while I make the cake.
You can play with the fish too, and just like click on them repeatedly.
Why does that fish have glasses?
Because he's a smart fish, or he's a nerdy fish. We're not really sure.
It's discrimination, man.
The 90s.
What other notes did you have on this, Steve? Anything we didn't cover yet?
I mean, it plays fine with the controller, right? Again, I'm the one playing with the controller. It's fine, but we already went over. It's not very high stakes. I mean, it's fine. It's good. I mean, this was more of a game than the porn games.
That's true. It has that going for it.
Did you see the little putt reference?
Wait, was he on the moon or no?
So if you go up into the treehouse and you click on the telescope, Fatty Bear will. So it changes every time when you do it. But one of the times he'll be looking at the moon, and Putt will go by, and Fatty Bear will be like, "Hey, it's my good pal Putt. What's he doing on the moon?" And it's like, Humongous Entertainment lore. This game takes place at the same time as Putt Lost in Space.
I thought there was a game called Putt Goes to the Moon.
Well, Putt Goes to the Moon, yeah. That's the second game.
That was after this, right?
Yeah, so it was like a bit of or they came out around the same time, but I'm like, referencing it.
This is all weird as hell because Putt takes place in at least a country where everyone's a car, like cars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Except Putt Goes to the Zoo has real animals in it. They're not car animals. There's a real kangaroo and a real elephant being run by a tractor.
That's from
Australia for some reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess this is an Earth that can have a car country, a car tree, if you will, and another area where there are sentient bears who awake at night through magic fairy dust.
Yes.
Why not? This is an expanded universe, okay?
Which is nothing to say about whatever's going on with Freddy the Fish.
You don't want to know what's going on with Freddy the Fish.
Is this just adventures down there? Like,
it's the ocean. and then so you make the cake, and then you get to decorate the cake.
You sure do.
Yeah, which Steve did very nicely for our 100th 3DO. Thank you.
It's also in the thumbnail for this episode.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that took me 2 tries, which, like I said, everyone's supposed to be asleep. I could just keep making cakes.
Oh yeah, because if you place an item on the thing, it's like you can't remove it after. So you're like,
yeah, just like real life. You put a thing on a cake. Oh, you're not allowed to.
No,
move
actually,
it. It's there forever.
You can't remove it, but you can erase it. There is it's basically it's like icing. So it's like you can just add icing to just erase it. It's like paint when you have the erase tool. That's basically what you can do.
Where were you that late night, however long ago, when I was playing this? And I'm painstakingly adding the letters 3D. Oh.
You should have asked me. I would have helped you out. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you make the cake, you go back to bed, then you wake up, and then they're like, "We have a present for you." And then the dog just runs into the room, even though one of the puzzles is you have to put it back into its little birthday box or whatever. But then when they give the dog to Kayla in the morning, he just runs into the room. So it's like, why did I put him back in the fucking box?
Because that family's sociopaths who like to seal the dog in the box. I don't know.
It's like, if I just have a new ribbon, it'll keep him in there for sure.
Also, you can just grab another ribbon after and it does nothing.
Yeah, I did. I grabbed the ribbon because I was like, yeah, why not? Because I had a weird feeling it would break out again and I'd have to do it again. I was worried about that.
Did you just keep
the classic point and click impulsive? If I could pick it up, I might as well, right? Even if I'm never going to use half this stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, the nicest thing about the game is your inventory is always available. It's like the bottom, quarter of the screen.
Yep.
It's just all of his various pockets. I don't know where that is fitted on his overalls, but let's not worry about that.
So
there's a reason it's Teddy Bear's birthday surprise.
So that is actually
that's where this is going, Tom.
That's actually a humongous staple. Is the inventory screens at the bottom because Freddy Fish it's represented by a bunch of bubbles. Putt's the most creative where it's his glove box.
That's cute.
Spy Fox, it's like his collar thing.
Oh,
You-
it was like a utility belt.
well, it's kind of like his pen protector almost, where he like pulls out his blazer open, and he's got the pocket with all the stuff in it.
Okay, interesting.
I forget what Pajama Sam's is. I think it just pops up there, and it's just magic. But
And Pajama Sam is magic, of course. But
he's Bobby Hill.
Yep.
Bobby, stop pointing and clicking on your computer, boy.
One thing that was fun was a lot of the voice act talent in these games. If you've played a bunch of Humongous games, you'll recognize most of them. They all reprise roles in different games later on.
I believe that.
I think the girl, the actress that plays Kayla, is like one of the animals in the zoo game later on.
I'll take your word for it.
The voice,
that's
voice
prolific voice acting right there.
I also like how the game just has like no rules at times too. Like you can
you can just kind of fuck around, which honestly I think is probably the best thing about the game is it doesn't try to restrict you or like prevent you from doing things. You can just kind of do whatever. Which I mean, again, if you're making a game for little babies, that's really the way to go about it. Just kind of let them just figure it out, you know?
It's super stimulating. Like one of the moments like where I was like, this
stimulating is not the word I would have used.
Well, like the brain, like stimulating the brain waves.
I know what you mean. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Dumb kids.
But there's the moment when you bathe the dog, and it's like, you gotta add water. And if you just keep clicking, it's like, need more water. And you just keep blasting the dog water.
I mean, the suffocating in the box didn't work, so we're gonna try waterboarding the dog, okay?
Well, I was trying to figure out how to get him out of the tub, and I'm like, do I click? Nope. Oh, that just blasted him again.
You clicked the towel.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think the towel did anything, because the first time you clicked it, it just did a little dance and then went back on the hook, and I was like, okay, that's a thing.
I love this game still has point and click bullshit in it. I love that.
Oh, the toothbrushes sing. Like I'm like,
they do.
What's going on?
There's only 2 toothbrushes and 3 humans live there.
Oh my god, you're right.
Well, we only see
maybe
one
Kayla's
pair.
not real. Maybe the real birthday surprise is.
Maybe that's how happy the happy couple are. They share the toothbrush.
Well, we never do see we never see the mother. All we see is a lump. That doesn't mean anything.
It's a sex bot with AI in it.
I don't know. Also, I was pissed on my playthrough. So one of the things that happens in this game is like after a certain point, the dog gets out and steals the letters from the birthday sign. And it like what's funny is like you can find a few of them before the.
I found all 3 of them before he did it.
So for me, I found 2 of them, and then like all of a sudden the rabbit's like, "Fatty Bear, the letters have been stolen. Go help out whatever her name was upstairs." And I'm just like, oh, these letters I found, cool. Because at first I thought you had to find all the happy birthday letters. I'm like, this is a pain. So I'm like checking every single.
Could you imagine? Oh my god!
And of course, for me, because they're randomized each time, my 3rd letter was the T, which was in the fridge, which I had already gotten everything out of, so I didn't even think to look in there again. So I'm like pacing around for like 20 minutes, like, where the fuck is the fucking T?
There was the bulk of my gameplay too. Like, where is that 3rd letter? Because I already emptied the fridge, and that was the last place I thought to look.
Yep. See, again, it wasn't mine because as I was looking for everything, like for the cake stuff, I just found the letters as I went. I was like, that looks different, and then I just shove in their pocket. They're like, oh, a letter that might be useful later. Like, okay,
yeah. Also, I love that the parents don't even question like who set all this shit up or who baked the cake. They're just like, "Happy birthday, Kayla," and it's like, okay,
yeah. She's like, best birthday ever, and then just goes right back to sleep.
I love you, Fatty Bear. Yeah.
awkward camera wink.
Steve, I swear to God, for a second, I thought you were about to say like, Kayla, you fatty bitch.
Oh, that's a different game.
Sorry, that's your obvious New York accent. Okay,
hey,
it couldn't be anything else.
I'm more just trying to figure out why the girl named it the bear fatty bear. Like I'm like,
Yeah, he's not fat at
I'm
all.
like, it's like, does she love the bear or does she hate the bear?
Or
This is
maybe
the
that
question.
was that the name of the bear when it was purchased for her? And if so, why did the company name it Fatty Bear?
I think we're thinking too deep into a children's game.
No, we're not.
Are there thousands of these across the U.S. setting up birthday parties for children?
Was this a rival to Tickle Me Elmo? Or was this the Tickle Me
Before there was
Elmo?
Tickle Me Elmo?
Or
No,
was
it's
this the Tickle Me Elmo of its era?
Well, no. It's the rival to Teddy Ruxpin.
Wow.
Why would you do that to us?
Yeah. I haven't heard that name in eons, pal. But
I
before
know
we
you're younger than I am, but we spent a good chunk of the '90s trying to ditch Teddy Ruxpin.
only for Furbies to show up at the end, and you're like, "Fuck."
Oh, Furbies!
Not
Miserable.
And not the fun Furbies our friend Jelly makes. Like the
Oh, the
awful
long
one.
Furbies.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we had an actual Furby like growing up, and I used to fuck with that thing.
I threw it
I
out
used
a window because it wouldn't shut up.
I used to shove my finger in its mouth. I don't know why.
Well, that's how you fed him.
I had a
Oh.
friend who had a clam variant of it called Clammy, and it was just the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
They know what they did.
Say if you describe something as clammy, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
But anyways, any final thoughts on this?
It's a decent children's entertainment game.
I feel like it's more of a game than other titles you've covered on this show.
Honestly, yeah.
You know, if I had this one as a kid, because I didn't have Fatty Bear, this was actually the only one I never played. I would have been fine. Like as a child, that could have easily been entertainment for a good half an hour at a time.
There is a small chance somebody listening to this has very nostalgic, fond memories of Fatty Bear, and we may have crushed them today. And if good, I feel good about that.
To be honest, we weren't that harsh on it. We were
fairly
nice to it.
But I hope that there were certain things we said that made them go like, "Yo, what the fuck? Why?" Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's how it goes, man.
I feel like most of those kids would have really more fondly remembered Putt Putt because when I was looking around, there was a more popular bundle for MS-DOS. It was like it's the Fatty Bear Putt Putt something or other pack where it was like these two games and one of the Putt Putts. Like they probably remember if they remember anything, it's probably going to be the Putt Putt game.
Yeah. I think those
I'm pretty
are
sure
far and away more memorable.
I'm pretty sure most people who played Fatty Bear only played it because it came with Putt Putt in that set. Or they played the demo because Humongous demos were amazing.
I believe that. So I guess we can move on to the next game, Fatty Bear's Fun Pack.
Yes, the humongous tradition of releasing puzzle spin-offs in between their adventure games.
Mm-hmm.
Because every one of their franchises had a spin-off here and there that was a puzzle game.
Now this one I couldn't play on Steam. It wasn't there. So I did borrow this on 3DO and played it on a fake 3DO.
Yes.
It's a collection of games. So you have what the fuck do you have in here? You have, was it Othello? Is that what you call it?
There is Reversey, Lines and Boxes, Go Fish, Tangrams, and a coloring book.
Thank you.
Hooray.
I mean, they're fine.
Wonderful.
It's a fun pack. I mean, the versions of like Reversey and Go Fish, they're fine. They're fine. Though playing Go Fish with two people sucks. You need at least a third person for that.
Yeah. I just got PTSD because there's a Go Fish minigame in the first Spy Fox that is the most horrendous evil thing you'll ever play. But that's besides the point. The computer is a cheating bastard. That's all I'll say. Anyways,
sorry, I didn't mean to open Pandora's box for you.
No, because when you brought it up, I thought of that, and I thought of the Game Grumps playthrough where they just shat all over it, and I'm just like, oh no.
I didn't know they played that.
Oh, they've been playing a bunch of. They played this game actually.
I haven't watched a Game Grump in forever, but
yeah,
this was definitely one of those packs. I feel like everyone was doing this in the '90s. There was that Mario one that Borderline made. Sierra had one that was like, well, they had a card game set, and I think they had one that was like a bunch of other little games like this too. Like, I feel like if you were any computer game manufacturer of any notoriety, you probably had a set like this. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
What-
guys, it's a bunch of games you could play.
What year was this?
The fun pack. There is no Wikipedia page for it.
Of course
one
there isn't.
one moment, please.
Okay.
Games
Put it-
developed.
Do 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 do.
It came out the same year, so they were
Oh,
probably
okay.
made at the same time.
Well, because I was gonna try to say like, oh, if it came out in like '95 or something, it was like, oh, maybe it was banking off of like Windows 95 and everyone freaking out because it had solitaire on it, you know? And maybe they're like, oh, we could do that. But there is no solitaire clone in here, thank God.
Do you really need one when there's the longest game of Go Fish you'll ever play? Everything's whipping
Ow.
around.
Yeah, hours and hours.
threes.
Yeah, like, I was doing like really good until the very end, where then he just started asking all the cards I had. I'm like, you fucking bitch, dude.
You see,
Kick
the
my
one
ass.
thing I will give Humongous, like, no matter what the game they are making, they put so much fucking charm into these games, like in like a weird way. Like Go Fish shouldn't be that charming. Like, there's just something odd about it.
It has a lot of visual splendor,
Mm.
you know, but like all the games here in the fun pack are, you know, they do the job, you know. They're what you expect, like lines and boxes to be. Or I call it dots and boxes, but like, you know, what you expect that to be. You know, and the coloring book is just like, I mean, it's just paint. That's Mario paint, but without any of that charm.
You are not going to no one gets to out Mario Paint, no matter how
Exactly.
much the computer I'd eventually get came with something, which was I forget, it was definitely aimed at toddlers. And I forgot what it's called already. It was some kind of coloring book program. They played very loud music in the background. Like, why would you want this? There's paint lodged in here already. Why would you want this thing that I have to stick the CD in for?
Was it Kid Pix?
It might be.
Kid Pix was amazing. Not only could you paint bullshit, but then when you wanted to erase it, you could blow it up with a bomb.
I think you could do that in Mario Paint.
You can.
Probably.
It just doesn't have Nintendo characters or the Music Maker in it. So,
no.
Yeah. But yeah, any notes we have on the fun pack?
I was looking this up on eBay just because we were having that other conversation however long ago. Oh, the 3DO is not that expensive if you get to pay $100 for the shitty one. And like,
hey, the FC10 is the one to get, and that's the most available one.
Because Fatty Bear Fun Pack is actually pretty expensive on DOS if you want the floppies. Fatty Bear Fun Pack on 3DO is $18.
Oh, really?
That's more expensive than it should be. It should be like $8.
Okay, but that's way cheaper than I was expecting this to be.
Oh yeah.
Based on other price tags.
I feel like the floppies are expensive just because they're floppy disks, and I'm not sure what the longevity is on floppy disks.
Those people get dedicated, though. I don't mess with those people.
Yeah, I've seen way too many YouTube shorts of like people with like the ultimate like computer from 1997, you know, and they're running Doom perfectly on it and playing it with just the keyboard controls. And I'm like, I am not this much of a freak. I'm not this kind of sicko, but I respect the hustle, I guess.
Oh wow. So the fun pack for 3DO is like $18 to $20.
Yeah. What about birthday surprise?
Just the jewel case is $90. There's a long box brand new for $139. And I don't see any other listings. So yeah.
It's on Steam for $5.99.
You can get all the Humongous games for like nothing on Steam. So
yeah, exactly.
Were there other Humongous games on 3DO, or were you just shit out of luck?
No, there are. Yes.
Putt joins the parade, and Putt Lost in Space or Goes to the Moon are on 3DO as well.
Okay, I guess if you were the kid with rich parents and they got you Fatty Bear, I guess you could follow up then. It wasn't all sad for you.
Yeah,
So-
I think they were putting them on 3DO because again, like licensing fees were nothing, and this isn't the only game where it was just basically a PC game put on the 3DO as sort of a way to test out, like, oh, what if this PC game could work on this console? You know, because in 1993. I mean, I'm sure they could have made like a Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis port of this game, but that takes effort.
And it wouldn't
Whereas
have had all
probably,
the voice acting.
yeah, whereas converting this to 3DO probably didn't cost that as much in comparison.
Well, what's funny is these games run perfectly fine on 3DO.
Yeah.
The two Putt-Putts and Fatty Bear. When they ported like Pajama Sam and I think Spy Fox to PlayStation, it ran like shit. So that's just a funny little irony
Oh,
there.
I forgot those had PlayStation ports. Yeah,
That's right, they did.
And they
because
weren't
why
good.
not?
They were bad.
Again, it's like a
ports,
why
too.
not thing. Yeah.
But I think that was in Atari Grams by that point. So
Oh yeah.
I know Atari Grams was all about putting all of them on Wii. I'm like, guys, the Wii has a pointer. You know what you do with all of those humongous games?
yeah, point.
They didn't use the Wii motion pointer for the ports of Humongous Entertainment games on Wii.
I'm assuming they did. I didn't buy any of them.
Okay, because the way you were saying it, I was like, oh, they don't make you use the analog stick, do they? Like
That
you have
would
to
be
plug in a
embarrassing.
nunchuck to play
Or a classic controller. Can you imagine
a
just sitting there with
GameCube
that thing?
controller.
Oh yeah, the controller plugged into your Wii. Such a weird design choice, but
We were happy with it in 2006, damn it.
oh yeah, we were.
That we were. I remember that.
So going into some reviews, because I did find reviews for this game.
Oh, of course.
Electronic Gaming Monthly reviewed the 3DO version of Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise and gave it a 7.2 out of 10, saying that it is similar to the Putt-Putt games, but that given the choice between the two games, gamers should get one of the Putt-Putt games instead.
Why'd they rate it so high?
I mean, because it's a fine enough game. It's just if you're going to
yeah.
pick one or the other, get Putt-Putt.
It's kind of like my rating system. If it functions, then we have to at least give it a D. After that,
Yeah, I wouldn't give it like a 0. That's insulting.
And it's not a bad game. It's like 100%
No.
serviceable. Like for a kids game, like it's perfect. Like there's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, basically, it's you give that gate, you give this to a kid as like here's what a video game is. Like this is like your first video game, kind of thing, really. You know, there's probably some PC freaks out there who started with this shit.
I'm pretty sure I did. Anyways, well, because me and Thrak finished this game in just under an hour.
Yeah, my Steam time is 53 minutes.
And if I hadn't dicked around looking for the goddamn tea, I probably would have done it even quicker. So,
how long did it take you, Steve?
I wasn't exactly keeping track, but
well, did you play it? Was it just RetroArch?
yeah, it was just RetroArch.
Oh, it has the time.
Does it? Yeah, I don't want to wreck things by looking it up now, but yeah. It could have been more than an hour and a half by the time I was done futzing with that cake.
Yeah.
The cake is what ruined it
also,
for you.
Also, I spent a good 10 minutes fucking playing with the cabbage, so let's be real here.
The cake is what ruins 99% of all Fatty Bear speedruns.
Yeah. Well,
you look it up on speedrun.com and they're like cakeless run.
I'm pretty sure because you don't even have to decorate it. You could just hit done and
Yeah.
it'll be like beautiful. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, great.
That's why I said cakeless run. Just click and get the fuck out of there.
Other reviews were mostly positive all around. Like it's a generally well received game, although it's the least memorable.
I mean, it got some awards at the time.
Best educational program from Compute and PC Home.
Yeah, Compute.
What is Compute?
What do you think?
I'd ask what it was up against, but given everything else at the time, I'm sure there was the trillionth version of Math Blaster and the third
Oregon Trail,
the MS-DOS version of the Oregon Trail, and
It's
however
like
many Carmen San Diego's. I'm like, that's pretty good for Fatty Bear.
Yeah. Those are old news by this point. You know, Fatty Bear's the new hot shit.
But we got to keep iterating everything else. It's not like today at all. No.
No. The gaming industry is not iterative at all anymore.
Yeah. So for okay, must play, stay away. I'm not gonna say stay away because that'd be mean. It's stay away from this perfectly functional game.
Stay away from this pervert bear.
Ew, cheese. Oh no, ew, leftovers again. It's like you're not eating them.
Leftover. And it's like, what are those leftovers?
Oh yeah, did you go in the attic and put the clothes on him? And he's all like,
yeah,
you just kept changing, and then the second you try to do something, he's like, I better put these back.
He's back. Yeah, they didn't bother to animate him in those clothes at all.
No,
did not bother.
Also, clicking on that TV is the biggest mistake ever because like you either get the static, the freaking swirly tone, or the fucking rocket that just constantly goes by.
Oh boy.
But
yeah,
I'm gonna.
It's not stay away. I wouldn't say it's a must play either.
No, I'm gonna say this is the most solid. Okay.
Yes, I would say it's a very okay game. If you have a young child, put this in front of them, and they probably enjoy it. But for potentially the adult people that watch this, you're not going to get much entertainment out of it after like 20 minutes, I think. So, but it's okay. You know, it's inoffensive. You could do a lot worse.
I mean, it's fine. It's okay. We went over the entire game with you. There's no reason for you to play it, but putting it in your 3DO won't cause it to melt. So,
what would you put it on the fine time scale? The letter grades.
We just do our own letter grades. I think I'd probably give it a C.
I think a C is fair.
Yeah, it's perfectly average. Like it's functioning in every way. For a child's game, it's perfectly like it's fine. Putt-putt's better. Like literally in every way.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll play putt-putt, and we'll probably have nicer things to say about it.
Just don't look in the trunk.
Well, now I have to look in the trunk. You told me. You pushed me.
He has his dog with him. Oh yeah, because Putt-putt has a pet dog. That's not dissimilar to the dog in this game.
He has a pet dog. Why would a cart? Never mind.
For the same reason why there's a zoo with real animals.
And a circus. And they go to the races. Putt-putt is all over the place. He travels through time at one point.
How do they have children cart? Never mind. We're not getting into that.
Huh.
You've never seen that meme where people say with cars, they're like, there are female cars, there are male cars, and there are children cars, which means there is the existence of the.
I've seen the fan art.
Yeah, you can fill in the blanks. Yeah, I'm not going to say it on the show. I don't want to say it.
But
we gotta keep it safe for iTunes.
I just hope there's no art like that for putt-putt.
Well, there's this magical site called Rule 34.
No. I'm
pretty sure you get on a list if you search putt-putt on Rule 34.
You have to put an underscore between the putt-putts. You can't space it.
Not even Rule 34 is safe from Rule 34. So remember that.
I think once I typed Rule 34 in there and got some interesting results.
Well, because the 3 looks like an ass and the 4 has the, anyways. So that's how we'll end this one. That was Fatty Bear's birthday surprise.
It all comes back to porn, everybody.
You're welcome.
Steve, thanks for joining us for this.
Yes, thank you, Steve.
It was good to finally be on here.
I felt bad that we couldn't get the first collab to work. Like
I felt worse.
Yeah, that was rough. But hey, we got you this time, and we'll probably have you on again in the future. I think you gave me another game you wanted to play as well, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, we'll get to that when we get to it.
When we get to it. And if you really want to talk about putt-putt, well, your funeral.
Well, anyway,
I'll podcast from the funeral home. Yeah, in my casket.
Morbid. But Anyways, before we sign out, Steve, do you want to shout out Fine Time real quick?
Yeah, I do a show with my friends Andre and Kevin. They let me out of the box, so I'm the one guesting today. Called Fine Time.
Yeah.
We talk about games we played. Then we talk about the news and whatever the hell else we want any given week. It's a Fine Time. Updates every Thursday, even if it kills us.
Nice.
It's great. It's more than great. It's fine.
It's one of the few shows I listen to every week.
Oh, that's nice of you to say.
Oh,
Rex
you're
in some of them.
Yes, I'm in a few of them, and the one you recently did with the whole Ben and Jerry's thing, that was great. The random shit you pulled out of your ass for the fake ones was awesome.
I did more research than I thought I was going to for that one, but listen for yourselves.
My favorite was the Fudgmentalist.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck was that?
I was more proud of myself than I should have been for that one.
that was a good one. Did you do that one?
What?
Did you make up? You made that one up? That was fantastic. Well, I didn't know if you like pulled it from the internet or something.
No, well, I'm sure that can't be original, but I'm like, we'll pretend that's a Ben and Jerry's flavor.
It was beautiful.
But yeah, I'll be sure to have links to that down in the description of the video. And once again, guys, thank you for joining us on the 3DO Experience. You can find the 3DO Experience on all the major podcasting platforms, particularly Apple Podcast and Spotify. And be sure to check us out over on the SuperPod Network. That is superpodnetwork.com. Awesome site where you can find a whole bunch of different podcasts, videos, blogs, all sorts of fun stuff. We just played Bubsy 3D, and it was not great.
Oh, God.
I'm
yeah.
so sorry.
I have one level left. I got to do that without my game breaking.
And I beat it first, so I made up the poll. And I know my poll is kind of weird, but you know,
made some choices.
None of them are Bubsy 3D bad. None of them.
Nothing is Bubsy 3D bad.
Exactly. I did make some choices, and also Thrack Ops episode 3 is out. I don't know if I said that last time, but yeah, go listen to that. Episode 4, I'll get started on it soon-ish, I guess. It's more of a project than I was anticipating, so I will not be getting to Black Ops 7 by the time it comes out. No.
Nice. Geek Addicts just put out an episode where we decided to cover nostalgic films. Matt wanted to watch Return to Oz, and I said Starship Troopers. So what a great cause combo!
What a double feature!
Yeah, it was something. I think both of our responses were like, "Well, that was dark for no reason."
Yeah, you should watch The Wiz next.
Next time we do it, we'll have some ideas. But anyways, guys, once again, thank you for joining us, and we will see you all later.
Bye-bye.